Good morning, children. See, in the previous video, we started the lesson Indian Heritage and Culture. And in that video, I explained about 4 parts of cultural aspect. Yes, all this culture, we got it as a heritage from our ancestors. So, what were the 4 parts that we discussed about culture? Architecture, literature, language, and we also discussed about paintings. Okay, in today's video we will discuss about the other 2 parts of cultural aspect. They are music and dance. So when it comes to music, in music we have major divisions, 2 types of main 2 forms of classical music. They are Hindustani music and Carnatic music. These are the classical music forms. Okay, and of course all of you know these are vocal music. We also have so many instruments also. Yes, today's instruments, all of you know the guitar and violin which you learn in school. They are also musical instruments. Other than these, there are the sitar, tabla, the flute. Yes, we have so many other things also, the sarod and all these things. All these are used while playing Carnatic music. Okay, whenever we are playing either Carnatic or Hindustani music, these 2 are classical music forms. Okay, so whenever we are having classical music, some or the other instruments are also used. Like as I told you, the sitar, tabla, flute, sarod, all these are the instruments that are used with classical music. Of course, other than classical music, there are also some regional music. What is regional music means? They are one particular region. That form of music means those people only will, their ancestors, they tried out one new form of music, and that comes as regional music. For this regional music, in regional music we have tribal, folk music, all these things. Okay, so folk music, it is whenever they are celebrating some festivals, harvesting season. Many people must have seen in villages, whenever they are having the harvesting and sowing, all these things, the women will be singing some songs. Those are called the folklores or folk music. Then what is the tribal music? In regional music, we have folk music and tribal music. Tribal means some tribes, okay, some forest living tribes or mountain dwelling tribes, living tribes over there. They have their own form of music. They come under regional music. See here, some forms of regional music. I will tell you some examples. In Rajasthan, there is the Lotiya. Lotiya is the music, regional music of Rajasthan. In the same way, Uttar Pradesh, Rasiya Geet. It is called Rasiya Geet. In Goa, Mando. Mando is the regional music. And when it comes to Tamil Nadu, we have Ammanai Vari. Okay, Ammanai Vari is the regional music of Tamil Nadu. So this is some discussion about music. Now we will move on to the next class, cultural form, which is dance. Here, dance is not something that is very new. Yes, your new dance is completely different. Ancient book, okay, about dance, there is one very ancient book. It is called the Natya Shastra. Natya means dance. Shastra means the, what we say, knowledge. So this is a very ancient book. So our classical dance forms, they all are based on this ancient book, the Natya Shastra. In that they have the hand, how they should put it. Okay, the mudras they are called. the feet, how they are to be moved. All these come in the Natya Shastra. Okay. So, if you see in the classical dance styles, there are 7 major classical dance styles. Okay. One state, one dance style. If you see Bharatanatyam in Tamil Nadu, this is one of the most important one. Okay, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, we have Bharatanatyam. It is a major classical dance style. And when it comes to this Kerala, we have a classical dance drama. Okay, it is called the Kathakali. Kathakali. Okay, and we also have Manipuri from Manipur. This is also the classical dance style of Manipur. Kathak, Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, the classical dance style is Kathak. Odissi in Odisha. Odisha region, we have Odissi. And what about Andhra Pradesh? Kuchipudi. Okay, means Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, it is combined. The classical dance style is Kuchipudi. And in Assam, we have the Satriya. Satriya is the classical dance style of Assam. So, these are the 7 major classical dance styles. Other than this, like music, in dance also there is folk dance. Okay, whenever there is some special happening in daily life also. Evenings, nice, they are very happy, they did a nice work. Evenings they will have a folk dance. Okay, along with folk music also. Folk music with folk dance. So, if you see about this, some of the folk dances. Gidda and Bhangra from Punjab. Garba and Dandiya Ras from Gujarat. When it comes to Rajasthan, here we have 2 types of folk dances. The Ghumar and the Nautanki. Okay, so these are the details about classical dance and folk dance. Okay, children, so these are some of the aspects of culture. In our lesson, we discussed about 6 aspects of culture. Other than this, there is about tradition, about God, okay, the religion. All these also come under culture, education, the whatever is there. All that we have got from our ancestors, it comes as heritage. Okay, this is heritage. Okay, we have to protect it, isn't it? Or else some or the other day, people will forget about this. So, there is one organization, international organization, that is taking up the responsibility. Okay, I think all of you know about UNO, the United Nations Organization. This organization is for the whole world. It is to maintain peace among all the world countries. Okay, in this UNO, there is one organ. It is called the UNESCO. What is the full form of UNESCO? United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. See here, it is scientific and cultural organization about education, about science and about culture. Why this is, or what is the work of this UNESCO? It is trying to protect, it is trying to preserve whatever are the culture. See, architectural buildings are there. Yes, very ancient ones. If UNESCO will not protect it, of course state government will take care of it, but UNESCO also will give so much funds to maintain them. Okay, so this is the responsibility of the UNESCO. How it made this? It had one particular international treaty. Means every country, wherever there are great culture which the UNESCO wants to protect, it made a international treaty. it called in all those countries? It called it the Convention Concerning the Protection of World Cultural and Natural Heritage. Okay, in 1972, this meeting or convention was held. It is to protect all the heritage and culture that is present in the whole of the world. Okay, so this UNESCO, it will first find out which country has what great culture. Then it will protect it, it will preserve it, and this comes as the duty of the UNESCO. This is what the UNESCO is doing. It is first finding out which country has what great culture. Then it will try to protect it, preserve it for the future generations to see, and then it will keep them safe. This was done in 1972. Okay, altogether how many sites were recognized? 38 sites. Okay, 38 sites were recognized by the UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. So out of these 38, in August 2019 August, the UNESCO has recognized 38 sites as the World Heritage Sites, and in these 30 are cultural. In this 38, 30 are cultural sites. 7 are natural sites, means by nature they are present there, and 1 is cultural and natural site. Okay, so altogether 38 sites in this whole world are being protected by the UNESCO. All of you, if you in Google you can search UNESCO World Heritage Sites. If you see that, in the whole world you will get the list of the 38 sites. Okay children, you can see in your own textbooks. Okay, here you can see them. These are the World Heritage Sites in India, just in India. Like this, in the whole world, some are recognized and protected by the UNESCO. Why all this? See, the world recognizes that culture is something very important. This has to be passed on to the future generations. Means it has to be preserved and protected. That is what the UNESCO is doing. Hope children, all of you understood this lesson. You should read the textbook page numbers 66, 67 and see the pictures in page number 68. And all of you, you can take it up as an activity in your Google. Search for World Heritage Sites. Okay, all of you do this as an activity. World Heritage Sites, 38 will come. All of you try to see the pictures of them and you will really enjoy it. Okay children, so all of you, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. So all of you read the textbook, and thank you children.